Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As I mentioned in the last video, now that the frame is done, well, I'm going to plan to do the fork now. Try and get that looking a whole lot better because, yeah, as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, I had to buy a second-hand fork and it hasn't quite been looked after properly. It's got a few little scratches and stuff, but I've been toying with the idea of respraying it, but I'm not going to do that now. What I'll do is, as soon as I can get a new seal kit for it and oil, I will strip it apart, respray it, and then, yeah, once it's stripped, then we can respray it. It's a lot easier than trying to tape off the seals and the stanchions and everything. So that's my plan. What I'm going to do now is peel off the old RockShox stickers and stick the new ones on. I've got new pink ones that we're going to put on, but before we do that, once the sticker's off, I just want to try and polish it a bit, make it look a bit nicer. And yeah, so let's jump into that. Oh, and sorry, yeah, also just want to give it a good clean because, yeah, it's quite dirty on the inside there, you can see, and then also down in the bottom. It hasn't really been cleaned or looked after properly. And then up here is a little bit dirty, and in there, not too bad. Yeah. So I'm just going to give these a good clean, good polish, and get the new stickers on, and then we can actually get this into the bike, which I cannot wait for. It'd be so nice to actually eventually have a fork on. Yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so this side here took quite a lot longer than the other side. As you can see, it's a whole lot of little pieces of vinyl. I think it's got a few little scratches on it. So, but yeah, I suppose also when the vinyl's been on you for a couple of years, it becomes a bit brittle. At least this side here almost came off all in one piece. So now what we're going to do is give it a clean and then polish everything up. I'm going to leave these stickers on, as I like to try and keep the factory stickers on, but then we'll put new stickers on the legs here, the bottoms. And then I'm just going to be using the Muck Off Bio Degreaser and see how that works on these pieces that are a bit dirty. After a whole lot of elbow grease, I've managed to clean these up quite well. You can see inside there it's quite a lot cleaner than what it was. Try to clean around the bottom here. And yeah, I've used a bit of the rubbing compound that I used on the frame and polishing compound, just to try and get this nice and shiny until I pull them apart and respray them. And yeah, let's try and I'm going to get the stickers on now. Let's get those on, and then these should be ready to get into the bike. Got both the stickers on. And they look quite symmetrical. Got them as best as I possibly could. But I'm quite happy. And they came out quite nice. The next thing we're going to do is just try and get the headset into the frame. And then we can get the fork in. Okay, so we've got the bottom bearing here. This is the one that we've got on the bottom. One. Split thing on the fork. And then this for the top bearing in the cup. Unfortunately, I don't have a bearing press tool, so I am going to try my best with the rubber mallet and just try and tap it in gently and see if that works. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put a bit of grease on the cup here, the top. Let's put a little bit in here. The grease should just help it slide in a bit easier. As I said, I don't have a bearing press, so let's actually try the mallet. Let's try this and see if this will go in. Yeah, so after a bit of tapping, the mallet has worked. Managed to get that top cup in. Just make sure this bearing still fits in here nicely. There we go. So the bearing fits in there. Just take that out for now. Don't. Okay, so now the next one thing is try and get the bottom cup in. So flip the frame around. Okay, so now I've got the frame flipped around inside the bike rack, dropped it down a bit. And we're going to try and get the bottom cup in, so then at least that's done. Again, let's just put some grease in here. Hopefully it goes in as easy as the top one did with just using the rubber mallet. And then at least I know those two things are done. Yeah, well, that one wasn't too bad either. At least now we've got the cups in, ready for the bearings, which is great. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be without using a proper press tool. But yeah, so the rubber mallet works, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, the next thing I'll do is let's get the bearings in, and then we can get the fork in. Okay, so I've got the top bearing here. Just want to put the grease in the top here. So again, by putting grease in will at least help with stopping any squeaks or creaks or anything right from the get-go and make everything move a bit smoother. Let's get the bottom one in. Also the same. Okay, we've got both the bearings in. Now I can get the fork in. Exciting times. Feels at least like we're eventually getting this frame together. First thing I want to do is this little like split ring. I'm going to slide onto the bottom of the fork. Get that in there. Let's put a little bit of grease on here first. Just around the base. What I'm actually going to do is also just put a bit on the top here. And what we want to do is, I want to get the stem ready. As soon as we put this in, then tighten this, then at least holding the bars in. Nearly forgot about all the top pieces. This one. Put it in there. And drop that on. Okay, now I can put the stem on. Now we've got the fork on the bike. Quite exciting. I'm going to have to just put one spacer in. As you can see, it's right on the top there, so I don't like that being right on the top. So we'll probably just put one spacer in at the bottom, just to raise the stem a bit. Yeah, quite happy with that. I think we're going to end the video there. The next video we'll try and get the wheels ready, get tires on there and get tubes in, get the cassette on, get the stickers stuck onto the rims, and then we can at least get the wheels on the next video. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please go and give it a thumbs up, and please go and subscribe, and yeah, put the bell on so you get notified whenever I load a video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.